Hey, what's up YouTube? Back with another Focus ST video, and this time around I'm going to show you how I did my DIY ring riser on my Focus ST. Now all over the internet I've seen people say, don't buy the Boomba wing riser, it's too much money, just DIY it, do it yourself. And then this awesome dude left a comment asking me to do it for a future video, and I do like the way the raised wing looks, so I went ahead and did it. There's a lot of different methods to use this. I will have a link in the description. I will have a couple links in the description to people on forums showing how they did theirs differently, and it really doesn't matter how you do it as long as you love it. If you got Boomba, awesome. If you have some other company that have their own set of ring riser stuff, awesome. But yeah, this is how I did it, and I got all of my parts from Lowe's. So some of the things that I used are these flat washers here you see. You can pause the video, please pause the video at any time to get the actual dimensions and specifications for everything that I've used if you to go forth and do your own thing. But yeah, these are the washers, the flat washer here. I have the rubber washer here on the right. So on the left you see the tape that I use. This is professional grade Scotch vinyl electrical tape. It is red, and I use it to fill up some of the holes that would be exposed because of this. So water won't go inside of them. These are some nylon spacers on the right. Pause for all the dimensions for the nylon spacers. But these are 1/2 inch spacers, is what I could find at Lowe's. And I did cut one of these. I wanted a 3/4 inch look, so I did cut one of these spacers in half so that I can use 1/2 inch and then one that represents about 1/4 of an inch. And these are the Phillips screws that I use. These are metric. This thread pattern right here will work correctly with the bolts you're going to be replacing. This one is 30 millimeters in length, and 30 millimeters in length is what someone on the forums recommended as far as using a 3/4 inch look for the spacer. Of course, you're going to go longer if you're going to use an inch, or a little shorter if you're going to just use a 1/2 inch. Now to start, I removed the light that's on the wing. So what I did was I used a T20 Torx bit. It is a T20 Torx screw in there. And you want to keep that Torx bit off to the side because you're going to use it later on as well. There's some more screws inside to use that with. Now once you get the light off, there are two things that need to be removed. They're easy to remove. They just snap off the left plug and on the right the tube. Just snap them both off and let them be for now. Now once that's completed, open up the hatch. There's a back panel in there. It's all plastic. It's connected by clips. So what you need to do is just get a good grasp on it, pop the clips out, and take it off. Now it's time to start removing screws and bolts. So on the left and the right side, there are 2 screws. They're both the T20 Torx bit size. So you're going to want to use that, take those screws out, and then on the inside, you're going to want to take the 3 bolts in there off as well. And to take the bolts off, you're going to have to use an 8mm socket. Now after that, everything is taken off, it's loose, it's ready to come out. Well, the wing actually is ready to come off, but it's a little difficult. You actually have to pull pretty hard on there. I was a little scared at first, thinking I was going to break something, but there's just some clips in the inside of it, so you really have to pull and tug on it. It'll come off. You're not going to break anything. Now when I did it, this clip here did stay in there, but these clips are not broken because if you can see it, you can slide these clips out, and you're actually going to want to slide all those clips off because you're not going to use them. You're not going to need them. Now this is where things begin to differ as far as the way I did it and the way other people do theirs that I've seen on the forums. So for me, I use my washer on the inside instead of on the outside. Now, a lot of other people use it opposite. They won't put a washer where I put my washer. They'll go ahead and put their washer on the other side where the spacers are going to be. Now, I've actually seen some people use beveled washers instead of the ones that I have. Some people say that that helps to bring the front end of the wing up a little bit to be more flush with the car. But the way I did it, I didn't do it that way. So it's up to you. It's trial and error. Do it however you see fit. And I would recommend that you do use a rubber washer where the vehicle meets the spacer, where the paint meets the spacer. I didn't do that for mine, but I would recommend that you do it just as an extra safety precaution. Now I'm going to tell you some of the holes that I covered up with my red vinyl tape. Now on the left and the right side, there's a middle hole. You're definitely going to want to cover up that middle hole. Now for my assembly, I did not use this hole located here. This hole is the bottom hole when you actually close the hatch, but since the hatch is up, it's facing upward, so it's a top hole. You're going to want to cover that hole up too. I did this a couple times through trial and error, and yes, I definitely did not use this hole afterwards. And the same goes for both the left and the right, the middle hole and the top hole. Now moving inward just a little bit, there is a hole right next to the sides on both sides. It's actually after that furthermost screw. You're going to want to cover that hole up and cover up the other hole on the other side, and then there's a center hole that's right below that center screw that I have there with the spacer on. You're going to want to cover that hole up as well. Now from here, you're pretty much done. Find someone to help you align the wing up and take those 3 center screws and tighten them slightly. Then work your way to those side screws. Make sure to come to the side as you see here and pull up the wing and align it correctly so that it doesn't scrape when you actually close the hatch. Now tighten those side screws up just a little bit, just enough. Don't over tighten them because you don't want to pull the wing all the way back down, because if it's pulled all the way down and it's touching the hatch, it actually creaks a lot when driving. So just tighten those up slightly and then fully tighten your center screws and you're done.